Hi there, this is Joe from Square XO, and this is episode 19. And this week, we're joined by Dan.
Hello everybody.
And also delighted to introduce Rebecca.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on.
That's alright. Delighted. So, okay. Right, so, yeah, there's 3 of us this week, so that's exciting.
It is after 40 minutes of trying.
Yeah, trying to get it going. Skype hates me.
Yeah, it did take us a while, but yeah, we're here now, so that's good. I said something really posh during the week on Twitter, and I was really angry at myself. So,
is this going back to how our voices sound?
Yeah. No, but I said something really posh. I think somebody made a joke about something. What was that now? Somebody was talking about. Let me just try and get the wheels turning in my brain. Oh God, I'm never going to remember, am I? Nah.
It'll come to you later. I know where the word posh comes from.
What's that?
Do you know that? It's a nautical term. It's to do with, aptly for me, cruising on ships. And if you travel from Southampton to New York, if you were rich, you'd have your room on the port side on the way there, so you've got the sun in the window, and you'd have it on the starboard side on the way back, so you've got the sun in the window. Therefore, you'd go port out, starboard home, P-O-S-H, posh. That's where the word comes from.
I remember what it was now. It's just come back to me. It was about Darksiders 3, because some people were complaining, I think, that Fury's a woman. And she's always been a woman. So that's a stupid thing to complain about, really. So I think somebody made a joke about her being a woman. I don't know. It was a really stupid joke, and people had an issue with it, and they're having a go at him. And I just made a sarcastic remark, but it sounded really posh when I said it. So in my follow-up tweet, I made sure I swore a few times, just to go right. I'm Scottish. I can't be doing this posh stuff.
Get the Glaswegian back in there.
Brighton and stuff, but come on.
How did you manage to tweet in audio so that you sounded posh?
I don't know. It's just the way I wrote it. It just sounded posh. Well, posh to me, but then posh to me's gone to what would you call
McDonald's?
That place? No, not McDonald's. A more upmarket McDonald's. Basically, there's a burger place in town. I can't remember what it's called, but to me it's like a posh place. But it obviously just sells burgers, so it can't be that posh. I don't know what it's called. It's not Burger King. It's a more sort of upmarket one than that. So if you can think of a more sort of fancier burger place, but it's still a burger place, so it's not really that posh, is it? If it's just a burger place.
I don't know. Anyway, this is a bit off topic. We've been here 6 minutes.
No, topic's chocolate. I'm talking about burgers.
I love a topic as well. Do you want to change the subject to that?
And a double decker. I've not either of those for ages. Gourmet burger. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, I've been there quite a few times. They're quite nice.
See, so you're posh then.
Well, everyone thinks I'm posh anyway because of how I sound, but I'm really not.
Nah, I don't know. You don't sound, if you're from West Midlands, you don't have that twang in your voice, really.
No, I grew up in the middle of nowhere, so I sort of, our like little village has its own little dialect that isn't really anything. I don't have an accent, really.
Everybody in Glasgow always used to think I was from Aberdeen for some reason.
Really?
I don't know if that's because it's a posh place or whatever, but nobody ever believed I was Glaswegian, even though I would lived there my whole life. But well, who knows? Right, anyway, maybe we should talk about games instead.
Maybe we should shout out our Twitter and all that rubbish that you normally do so well that we've not done yet.
Yeah, see, I got totally distracted about posh tweets. Right, okay. Okay, right, I need to get in the swing of it now. Okay.
So we start again. Just start again. Hello, welcome to episode 19.
I'm not going to do that. That's repeating myself. Before we start, don't forget you can follow us on twitter.com/square_XO. Visit our website, squarexo.co.uk. You can listen to the podcast. No, you can't listen to that. You can listen to the podcast on our YouTube, youtube.com/JoeAnsonWhat, although I've not been updating the YouTube much at the moment. I'll get round to it. But you can still listen to the podcast on there. Occasionally, we'll be on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/SquareXO. And don't forget you can listen on Podbean and iTunes as well. So there you go. Yay.
Nice. That's better.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I'm quite pleased with that. Right, okay. I've shut the curtains in this room and now I can't see a bloody thing. So I'm just trying to get my notes up.
It's alright. Are we going to get to the news?
Yeah.
Shall we give a quick
news.
shout out? You gave a shout out to the website. Can we just give a quick shout out? Rebecca wrote an article about Bloodborne.
Oh yeah.
So if anyone that is a fan of that game should check out the write-up on our website, and then maybe give her a tweet what you think about it, and maybe if you want some help on it, because I hear she's a bit of an expert. So
I wouldn't call myself an expert. I still struggle a lot, but I've definitely spent my fair few hours playing it.
That's
good going.
I spent not many hours playing it because I kept getting my butt kicked, so I thought.
I didn't actually know that you'd had a go at it.
Oh yeah, I've had to go. Not very.
Actually.
I streamed it a few times actually. My old employer, I streamed it and I got somewhere, but not really that far because I'm not good at it. I
think it took me about 8 months to go from the start to the end of the game, and then the second I played it, because I've played it through a few times now, my second, third, fourth playthroughs I just whiz through it because I just know what to do and I know the tactics. But my first playthrough, it must have taken me nearly a year to complete the game. I found it so difficult.
Yeah, I certainly did. But I think it's just one of these things if you stick with it. I'm just not very good at sticking with games because I'm always moving on to the next one. It's just what I'm used to doing. Right, can't do that. On to the next one. There we go. Okay, so
I've never played it, so there you go.
Good, we can go to the news then. There's not that much news actually. Because it's been a quiet week, just got this barely any games coming out and all that, but it's E3 soon, so that's probably why it's all a bit quiet. But though there is some big news which I'm happy about. But first, the charts. Right, Mario Kart topped the charts. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I think it's one of the best selling Mario Karts yet, which is pretty amazing considering it's really the same game that's on the Wii U. I have to admit, I've been kind of a bit harsh on it because it's Mario Kart, and I think to myself, well, after a week everybody's going to get bored of it. I kind of still
said you'd get bored, so
I kind of still think that, but I'm not bored of it yet, and it's been a week, so maybe it'll be 2 weeks. But still, it's actually, maybe I never gave it enough of a chance when I had it on Wii U, because on the Switch it's brilliant, really. I mean, I don't even remember trying the battle modes on the Wii U, but it's really good. The online seems to work, which, online on the Wii U is it's terrible. So, I mean, but on the Switch, everything's just so seamless. But it's just such a good console, and playing it together with those little Joy-Cons, you give one to someone else, and you just sit and play together. I mean, even that's good. So yeah, I think it could. I think it deserves to be number one, and maybe I'll get bored of it at some point. I probably will, but for now it's quite fun. So yeah, number 2, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. That never exactly set the world on fire with reviews, but obviously some people looking forward to it. I can't remember if I tried it.
I've never actually heard of that one. I'm not very up to date with the gaming news.
No, Sniper Elite 3. See, there's 2 kind of out now. Sniper Elite 3, which is quite a good game actually, and Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, which is this one. Did I try it?
Yeah, I know Sniper Elite 3.
Oh yeah, I did try this one because I streamed it. That's right, and I never.
Are they not both the same premise though? Is it not just the same game?
Yeah, they kind of feel the same. Sniper Elite 3 is a better game, but Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, I did play it, but it's quite buggy. Because I remember I done a mission and I went to the waypoint and it didn't trigger. I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah, I think we did. I was going to say I'm deja vu here a little bit. I think we might have actually done the charts last week, to be honest.
Yeah.
Did we even do the...
I don't know what day we done the podcast last Monday, but yeah, so number 3 is GTA 5. Number 4 is Little Nightmares, which is something I never even knew was coming out. And number 5 is Zelda Breath of the Wild. So there we go. There's not really much Sony exclusive in there, but Sony kind of released quite a lot of its games already, didn't it?
Yeah.
So, no surprise. There's a wee bit of news today about Assassin's Creed. Rumours of it being open world and having 2 protagonists. So there we go. There might be 2 main characters in Assassin's Creed this year. Because it's due this year, isn't it?
I don't know, but if it's gone open... Well, I had no interest anyway, but if it's gone open world, I can't be bothered with another open world game.
It's going to be a...
Yeah.
It's going to be a... It's going to be a typical Ubisoft game in that case. It's going to be open world, always online. You won't be able to play it unless you connect to the internet. Because that's what all Ubisoft games are now, isn't it? Every one of them do that. So that obviously they're going the same way with Assassin's Creed if that's the case. No doubt about it.
Have you played an Assassins before, Rebecca? Have you got any thoughts on the series?
No, but I find it interesting that pretty much every game that's coming out is open world now. I think with some of them it works really well. Like Horizon Zero Dawn with the open world I think worked really well. And others I just see open world and I'm like, oh, I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't know if I really want an open world experience with that game.
Yeah, it's the time that the commitment you've got to put into something like that. Yeah. It puts me off sometimes when you've got so much to play. So I feel the same.
To explore, yeah.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of Horizon Zero Dawn, actually, it's good mentioning that because we've got a bit of news about that. It's getting patched.
The photo mode.
Yeah, photo mode is getting improved, so that'll be good. It's got quite a good photo mode already anyway.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't. You would have to ask that question, wouldn't you?
Yeah, sorry.
That means I need to
go on the internet.
Brain had on. No, it's alright. I've got it here. I've got the link. I've got the link just in case we decide. You can hide your headgear, and there's free new photo filters and new greetings from cards. So, like a postcard sort of thing, and a few other additions, which camera sensitivity, gameplay timer, new HUD options, etc. Just tweaks to make it better, basically.
It would be nice if they added an option so you could kind of free pose the characters as well. So they're a bit like, when you get action figures and you can move their arms up and down and stuff.
I think they might be doing something like that. I'm swear I don't see it here, but I swear I read something. Oh yeah, strike new poses and switch facial expressions. So
that's cool, because on Gravity Rush 2 there's a photo mode, and if you press down on the D-pad it brings up some poses that the character can do, and it's quite good because you don't have to kind of try and pause mid-walk or mid-jump. You can actually make them do things, so that's cool.
So that's quite cool. A few more bits, not really that much. There's rumours of Battlefront 2 having VR because Sony France, I think it was, sent people an email saying, VR compatible. So basically it could have another VR mode like it did last time it came out. Apparently that VR mode was an X-Wing VR mode. Apparently it was really good. That was about the only thing I didn't try that year for VR, but that was apparently really, really good.
Yeah. How do you feel about VR a year on down the line? Maybe we discuss this in a bit. Have you tried it, Rebecca, the VR?
No, I haven't actually. I would love to try it, but I'm poor, so I've not. I'm a student, so I've if someone said to me like, "Do you want to try this?" If I went to someone's house and like we've got VR, I'd 100% give it a go. The only game I'd really be interested in playing, like only for a second, that has VR is Resident Evil 7. I couldn't play the whole game in it because I feel like it would terrify me, but I think that would be quite a horrifying experience, having it in your face.
You need to play Job Simulator as well.
Yes, I've heard that's good fun actually.
Just brilliant. But no, I don't have VR at the moment because I did have it obviously.
Yeah,
I don't have it anymore.
Do you feel that it's I don't want to say it's past already because it's only been out like 7 months or whatever, but do you not feel it's just been completely shoved to the side or forgotten about?
It feels like it's went quiet, but that Farpoint's out this month, which is
that big enough?
Quite a big.
Is it going to be good enough and big enough to shift units?
We'll find out, won't we? But it's a first party game at least, and it's coming this month. And then if a game with Battlefront's going to have some sort of support, I mean it has went quiet, but it did come out in November. There was a lack of stock, for quite a long time. We're talking into February, March. So if you think it like that, and then there's another game coming out, and there's been a few games, few digital games come out. So I mean, it is the start of the year though, so maybe this second half of the year, maybe E3 is when we really start to find out what Sony's going to do next with VR, which I think could be the case.
Third-party support would be interesting. So will Activision add something for COD, and will
exactly. I mean, E3 like could be quite a big, interesting stage for VR, but if nothing happens with VR then you've got to think to yourself, well, if it's not happening now, it's probably not going to happen at all.
Will it happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of VR, not VR, but E3,
easy.
That's one of the second final bit of news I've got. Sony's set a date for its E3 conference, and it's at the usual date and time, so it's basically after Microsoft's and Bethesda's, and who else is it? Microsoft, Bethesda,
EA, is it EA?
EA, that's right. And EA, they all have theirs on a Sunday. And Sony said it's having it on Monday at 6 p.m. PT, which for us is 1 or 2 in the morning. So that's
nice.
Good. Thanks, Sony.
Is that Sunday night?
No, that'll probably be the Tuesday, early Tuesday morning, because it's on the Monday, so it'll be early Tuesday morning for us.
That's all right.
We were talking about doing that thing where we're just talking as it's happening and having that in the background, like a sort of live YouTube video where we're just reacting as it gets announced.
Yeah, I'm up for that still. I'll be awake watching it anyway.
Something we could do, but it just depends how late it is and if I can stay awake. Otherwise, we could just do a sort of one the next day where we react.
Like a roundup.
A rerun of it, yeah.
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 We'll see. We've got a while yet. When did you say it was? June the 6th?
June the 12th, I think.
12th, just made that. That's my mum's birthday. Sorry.
I've got my last exam on June the 5th. I hope it's not June the 6th.
Was that you're going to be out partying?
Yeah, I don't want to No, I think I'm going to watch it live because I think, as I say, I finish uni on June the 5th and then I have nothing to do all summer. So I don't see any harm in staying up one night and watching it live.
No harm.
Okay. I do it and I work the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do it for work and then work the next day. Jeez,
hardcore.
I'd be up to 4 a.m. and you'd start. It's a nightmare for you when you're games journalist because you kind of start. I used to start my normal time at 9 o'clock and then I'd work right through because the conferences would generally be 5, 7, 9 and 11 and then Sony's would be about 3. So you'd work from 9 in the morning all the way through to about 4 o'clock in the morning the next day.
Yeah.
And then I'd get up again at 9 to do the rest of the work. Those 2 days are a complete nightmare. Oh my god, they're so busy. But yeah, I don't need to do that this year. Yes. So that's one good thing. Although I'll probably miss it. Okay. Next, last bit of news. I left the best bit to last. Is that Darksiders 3 was announced, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I saw you got excited.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Oh, that's my favourite. I love it. I love the first one. That's my favourite ending in a game ever. I just think it's brilliant. The second one, I do like the second one as well, so I'm quite excited for the third to see Fury. I noticed War had a little cameo and trailer. War from the first game.
Yeah.
It's quite cool. It's a female protagonist. I think that mixes it up a bit. The third game was actually meant to be, because I know the developer, one of the developers, or he used to be a developer. He didn't work there anymore since Vigil Games got shut down after THQ went bust. So they all kind of moved on. And this new studio, Gunfire Games, they're kind of made up of a lot of the staff from Vigil Games. But Joe Madeira, who does the art in Darksiders, he's kind of got his own company now. Battleship? Something like that. Airship Syndicate, that's what his new company's called. And they're doing their own game with his art style, which I backed on Kickstarter because it was cool. Battle Chasers. So that looks awesome. Yeah. So that's coming out on Switch and PS4 and Xbox One a bit later this year, so that was good. Keep an eye out for that one. But yeah, so he's not doing the art in Darksiders 3, but he did consult with the characters, so it still kind of has the same style, the characters that you expect from the previous games. So that's pretty cool. And it's just like a old school Zelda game, really. That's what it's like. So I mean, if you're a kind of PlayStation fan, you've never played a Zelda game, then it's kind of quite a cool series to try out.
Yeah, it's one I've always wanted to play. I've just never had the time to kind of to buy it and run through it or anything.
Well, there's a really good deal on the two games at the moment. Darksiders and Darksiders 2 are bundled on the PlayStation Store at the moment for about £15.
Yeah, it's well worth it, especially if you buy some credit at CD Keys, so you get your money off anyway.
If you buy them individually, they're about £30 each or something, I think. So
is that packet? Is it available as a retail or not?
Nah, I don't think so. Just digital.
As a double pack.
It's well worth it though, because the remasters are absolutely brilliant. I mean, the original Darksiders is it's obviously quite a few years old now, so it's kind of a bit worse for wear when it comes to graphics, but the remaster just really makes it look excellent, really. It's just really well done. I think the people who are making Darksiders 3 actually done it from
so they got the so I'm just looking on Amazon now, so you can get the first one physical £13.98, and then the second one's £15.52, so you can buy them both for less than £30 physically as well, which isn't bad.
Yeah, but 15 for both bundled together.
Yeah, true.
It's like too good, isn't it?
It's just they are brilliant games, and they're quite meaty as well. So yeah, so the
again,
third one.
Have you played them, Rebecca?
No, once again.
No,
I seem to have a very different taste in games to you guys. Or either that, or stuff just passes me by, and I'm too busy to notice it. I think I literally first heard about it when I saw Joe talking about it on Twitter, so I knew nothing about it until then, but I have had a little look at it, and it does seem quite interesting. It might be one I think about picking up when I'm a little less backlogged.
Yeah, that is. I mean, to be fair, I've played most games over the years, so I kind of heard of most of them, but I absolutely love it. I just think it's brilliant. Just the art style stuck with me, and just the characters and stuff. I just thought it's really cool. It's got a good story as well. Yes, so that's it for news. That's quite a lot of news.
It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't a lot of news, but we just talked about it a lot. That's all. One thing I noticed an article. There's a lot of screaming going on downstairs. There's always drama in this house.
Yeah, you live in a madhouse. I think you live at a zoo, don't you?
It sounds like it sometimes.
Yeah.
Or these dogs barking and people fighting. It's got an episode of EastEnders or something. Without cars driving through the wall.
And murder.
Either that or EastEnders is just turned up too loud.
Really
that's
loud,
what we can hear.
So there's nothing going on at my house.
I saw this article during the week. It was on Eurogamer, I think. And it was about the guy who's earned the most platinums on PlayStation. I think he's got, how many was it now? 1,500 platinums? Something like that.
Oh, wow. Has he got a job?
He's got
2.
He's like a... I don't. He's like, I think he might live in a different country. I might be wrong though. I just kind of brushed over it, so it's not like I was pure mega paying attention to what it said. But
that's an impressive amount though.
1,200 it is not.
Yeah, I've just found it as well. 1,200. That's crazy.
There can't be many more games available than that.
I know.
Hakam Karimi's called, and he's known as Hakum on the trophies. He's 1,200 for his Neo, so that's what he platinumed to get 1,200. Wow. But basically, the point I brought this up is because, one, it's quite cool. He's got so many. He's got family as well, so that's quite impressive. And he's kind of obviously works full time, so I mean, to how he manages to do it. I think he says he uses an auto fire or something on these buttons. Right. Sometimes he leaves the PlayStation on all night and leaves Autofire on or something. Anyway, the reason I brought it up is because I noticed about halfway down that he said something like, sadly there's no recognition from Sony. He says, when asked if Sony ever acknowledged his feat, he said no, not even a thank you for playing all of those games in PSN. He said, in other words, Sony treated me like a wall. Now, whereas by comparison, Microsoft's Stallion83, who is their who's got the most gamer score, he's got like a 1.5 million gamer score or something.
Yeah.
Apparently Microsoft kind of got their way to congratulate him, and they even interviewed him on their Xbox Wire channel, and they've done other stuff as well to just basically use him for PR basically. And it made me think that maybe Sony should do more like that, because when we used to have this, my very first website, wonderwallweb.com, which I created myself, we started that off, it was just an Xbox website at first, where you would have the gamer score. You used to have gamer cards on Xbox, do you remember that?
I never had I got no idea on Xbox.
You used to have these gamer cards, right? And you could embed them in websites. So I just got everybody to send me their gamer cards, and I just created a big wall, a website which was basically a wall of gamer cards, so people could come along and look at the gamer scores and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why we thought, Wonderwall, let's do that.
I see. Okay, makes.
That's not why it was called Wonderwall. It was called Wonderwall because I was an Oasis fan, and I thought, I'm just going to choose the name Wonderwall, and it wasn't even meant to be a gaming site. And then we kind of thought, let's do that. So we done that, and gradually the website built up and was getting a good reputation, and we just got sent all these games. And Microsoft had this thing called Xbox Community Network, which was basically they would choose the sort of biggest and most influential Xbox fan sites, and they would bring them together under this sort of Xbox Community Network, and they would support you by sending you games to review, and they would even have this event called The Gathering that they took us to, which would take place in London, and they'd put us up in the hotel for 2 days, and then during the day there was a preview with all the computers, with all the Xboxes and all these games that nobody'd seen before. So like you'd go along and you could play the new Gears of War. I think it was the very first time I saw Modern Warfare as well.
Okay, so it's quite a prestigious thing then.
Yeah, and even Peter Molyneux was there as well, doing a talk for us and stuff. Not even the press were there. It was just, you were just going along and getting all this sort of access to people behind the scenes. And they even took us to LA as well. Wow. Just our website. Crazy. It was just our website. They picked our website out and goes, right, there's a preview event in LA, so we're going to fly you there. And it was like, yeah. So but things like that. So these websites, because if you think about it, these websites, probably, I don't know how many of us were there. There's maybe 10 or 20 websites, but the pool of those websites could be millions and millions of people. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite a clever thing for Microsoft to do, because it's free PR to reach millions of people, basically. And I said to Sony at the time, because we eventually went multi-platform with that website, and because we were on Metacritic and all that, we could easily get in with all the PRs. So we built up quite a rapport with Sony as well. And I said to them, why don't you do stuff like this? How come you don't really seem to get it like Microsoft does? Because they get it. I mean, it's not just that Xbox Community Network, but whatever it is, it's the guy with a gamer score or whatever it is. Microsoft always seem to get it. I've just noticed that over the years, that they're just really good with their fans. They just seem to really listen, no matter what it is. So Sony, to me, have never really done that. They've kind of always not really been like that at all. Remember, it used to be they would just ignore Europe completely.
Does make you wonder why.
they've got a lot better now, but Sony Europe it was almost like, even though Europe's Sony's biggest audience, it was always used to be like we got ignored and would get stuff last and stuff like that, remember? And it's just a nightmare.
I suppose all the time that people are buying stuff from them and they're in the lead and people are bigging them up, though, they don't need to win anyone over, do they?
Even when they weren't in the lead, though, they were like it.
I suppose. But
they've just never really been one for... Because, I mean, this guy who's got 1,200 trophies, they could easily oh, there's a lot of shouting going on downstairs.
They could make him an actual platinum trophy, couldn't they?
Somebody's misbehaving.
Yeah, they should reward him for all that work.
I even thought to myself this morning, they could just fly him out to LA, or they could just do a surprise and bring him out during their conference and go, oh look, we just thought we'd bring him out and congratulate him and give him this prize just to say well done during the conference.
Their worry is, though, where do they then stop? Because then when someone overtakes him, or when he gets his next 10 or his next 20, it can be a slippery slope to start going down.
But I mean, if he was the first person to get to that, then it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he's the first person, so since he's the first person to get, well, 1,200 seems an odd number, but say you got 2,000 something. Since he's the first person, we just thought we'd congratulate him. It just kind of it would make everybody feel appreciated, I think.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you spend all that money. I mean, I've bought an unbelievable amount of PlayStation stuff, and even if they would just reward you somehow, like if you think
you got that frame for PS Plus.
No, that was cool actually. No, that's a fair point. That was a step in the right direction. That was actually a really good thing for them to do. I never really even thought of that. But things like that, I mean, I know it's only a bit of printed paper or whatever, but it's still pretty cool. Just to go, there you go.
Isn't it? Did when you platinumed Horizon, Rebecca, did you get an email with the theme on it?
No, I'll check right now because I actually haven't checked. I don't know if you guys know, but my internet on my PS4 is just horrendous. I just can't connect to the internet at all. So I haven't heard anything. I'm not sure if I did have internet on my PS4, if I would have got a message then. But quite a few people messaged me and they said it does come through your email and you get a code. So I'll have a look at my email. I'm just loading it up right now. I'll just have a look, see if it's on here.
Hopefully it doesn't kill your Skype.
I know, I'm so scared to do anything. Just have a look.
Because I think that's good also, because
that maybe they're getting better then, because I was thinking like when you buy a console, for instance, if you're a sort of launch member or whatever, it costs you a fortune, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And sometimes you just think to yourself, I wish they would just do something for the people who are always there first, instead of waiting a year down the line. Everybody gets things cheaper or they get a bundle, yet there's the people who have spent all that money and they don't really get anything. And sometimes, even if it was just them going off, you buy the console at launch, we'll give you this sort of super special theme or whatever, just to say you were a launch, somebody bought it at launch, or anything, do you know what I mean? That you could just go, well, I bought it at launch, so I'm a bit more special, do you know what I mean?
It would be nice,
So I just checked. I don't have anything, but I am not sure if that's just because my PlayStation hasn't actually registered that I've got it, because sometimes it won't. I mean, I've got trophies before, trophies that I worked really hard for, and I go on the trophy page straight after, and it's like, no, you don't have that. It's so frustrating.
Oh, really?
But, my internet's just terrible at my house. I normally go to my boyfriend's house because he's got super fast broadband, and that's when I reap all my trophies back.
Yeah, that must be difficult.
It's a bit annoying, because you're supposed to get a theme if you platinum it, and I did, so I don't know, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, keep an eye out and let us know if you do.
Maybe we think they're getting better then. They're certainly better than they used to be. That's for sure.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, it would be great if you got every platinum you unlocked, you got a theme or an avatar or something. You know how when you subscribe to PlayStation Plus, you get the little yellow plus next to your name. Yeah. It'd be great if you hit a specific platinum count, that you then got something else there
Next to your name.
Yeah, just to visually
Just
show. Yeah, I think so. I think that would be quite a nice thing for them to do.
I think that's a good idea.
But then people might get funny that, well, yeah, but I don't like collecting trophies, and just because he does means he's got this. And
yeah, because I'm not a trophy hunter, but I don't think it'd bore me.
But would you be if you got something for it?
Oh, maybe, maybe. But I quite like the thing on the Xbox where I don't use my Xbox that much, but I quite like the thing on there where if you've been however long you've been a member, there's a little number just under your name. So I've been an Xbox Live member for 10 years, something. So there's a little 10 under my name.
Yeah, you get that if you've got an American Express. It tells you like they're really vocal with how long you've been a card member. So yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I like that. But I like the wee plus symbol. That's quite cool. But yeah, there we go. Maybe if our listeners can think of anything they'd like to see, they can let us know.
Yeah, it's good. I'm sure someone will have some ideas.
Okie doke. What else do I want to talk about? Do you want to play a game? Have you got a game?
Yeah, I was going to do a twist on the 1-star Amazon reviews and pit you two against each other.
Oh, yeah.
So Rebecca's already admitted to her maybe knowledge lacking a little bit, but hopefully she can push you a little bit and try and beat you at this. So I will read out some 1-star reviews from Amazon, omitting any mentions of a game name, and then you guys have got to guess what game it is.
We'll both have a guess before you tell us the answer then.
Yeah, I was going to say, so I normally read 3 and then you'd guess after each one. I think you guys need to decide who's going to guess first on the first one, because obviously...
Okay, Rebecca can go first. I'll let Rebecca.
Okay, ladies first. That's very chivalrous of you, Joe.
Thank you.
So I'll do 3, and best of 3 wins, and the winner gets nothing. Just bragging rights on Twitter when this goes live, I suppose.
Go on then.
Okay, so the first one, by an Amazon customer on April the 11th this year. They should have left this steaming pile of trash in the 90s. Jim Sterling agrees. 2 out of 10.
In the 90s?
I know what it is. I
haven't got a clue.
Were you even born in the 90s?
I was born 97, so very, very late 90s.
I know what it is,
Joe,
I think.
There's unfair advantage. Okay, any
Go on,
any
Rebecca,
idea
just have a guess.
You can't tell me anything about it, can you, other than that? Is there any reviews?
Just think of... Just, I don't know, just say anything. I was going to give you a hint there, but it gave it away, so I better not.
Do you think I know what it is? If it's one of those things where it's
I think you'll know.
You'll know the game.
If you think about it, you'll know what it is.
People are screaming right now as they listen.
Just go and say it then, because I can't think of it.
I think it's ukulele.
Yeah, well done. 1-0 to Joe.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, that's
so,
a good shout.
Yeah, the title of that review was Ukulele.
Yeah,
so that would have given it away. But
it's got quite bad. It's got would you say like negative-ish reviews? I haven't seen many.
I would have to agree with that review we just read out there.
Yeah, it has got fairly negative reviews. I think we spoke about it before. It was part trying to rein in people's expectations to what it was going to be, and then people still not being happy with it, even though it is what they knew it was going to be to some extent.
Okay, next one.
Next game. So you going first on this one, Joe?
No, Rebecca can go first.
Okay.
I'm just embarrassing myself here.
Okay. I'll try and find one that's maybe not as hard to guess. Okay, all right, I'll go for this one. This is by Kathleen I on the 3rd of October 2016. Worst game I've ever played. You spend too much time watching scenes and you can't skip them. Feels like you're watching the game play itself. She's used the wrong "your", so grammar's rubbish. Sorry. So that's the first review.
Okay. That sounds... I don't think it will be because you guys, I'm pretty sure, did this before in your last game, but that could sound like a bit Until Dawny.
Oh.
I mean...
You're kind of along the right lines, but
Do you know what I mean? Like the like it. You just say things. You don't actually like. Oh, how along the right lines? Is it like a Telltale game?
No, I don't know how many guesses you're allowed after on review. Referee Joe will have to.
Yeah. What do you think, Joe?
Oh, I'm trying to think what it could be. It's
It's hard. This is.
I'm not sure. I can't even guess. I think I could, if I could think of a game, I could probably guess.
Yeah.
I just can't. My brain's not really. No, just say it, because otherwise I'll be just going all the time.
No. Another review.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Do another review.
Yeah, I'm going to do 3. So you've got 3 chances. So hopefully you'll get it. So
Okay.
Dr. Womb, on the 15th of March 2015, wrote, "This game is just one big cutscene with some Gears of War style gameplay. I've never found a video game as tedious as this. Do not buy this game. You've wasted 5 hours of your life."
5 hours, so it's short.
Yeah.
I think I probably know what it is, but I don't. I'll know what it is as soon as we say, because I've just
Obviously.
forgot what's come out.
That's how I felt about Yooka-Laylee. I was like, oh god, I can't even imagine what it could be. And then he said, I was like, oh, of course, yeah.
I bet I've probably played it by the sounds of things.
I think you quite possibly have.
That's the annoying thing.
All I can think is like Telltale related, but if it's not, then I wouldn't know.
So you're gonna pass, Rebecca, and let Joe.
Yeah, I'll pass
go.
because Joe sounds like he might know.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that I know. But
Go on,
I
have a
kind of...
guess.
It's like one of those things where you're a bit like, I kind of know what this is, but I just can't think. I need to get my head in the game anyway. For Honor.
No, because that review was written in 2015. For Honor came out like last month. Okay, so the last one. I'll see if I can find one.
How old are these reviews?
One was 2016 and one was 2015.
Oh, so it could be an older game.
Could be. Well, 2015. Yeah, it's a couple
I
of years
was
ago.
thinking more recent, you see. Oh, in that case,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
quite tough when it's an older game, because there's so many games that could be.
There was tons. Okay, here we've got one now by Tui. 17th of March 2015. He's put, graphics are good. Control system harks back to PS1 days. It's not very good. For £40 it's way too short. Cutscenes are too long. Overall, a very big disappointment. Graphics are good. I'd actually change the word good to brilliant. I'd say
Did you
graphics are
order-
brilliant.
Ah,
Order 8.
Yeah,
You might-
that is.
Is that it?
Yeah,
You ordered
yeah.
18. Oh my gosh, I got one.
well done. I was about to say. I was
just
about.
trying to think. The graphics are good. I was like, I've heard short gameplay, good graphics, not worth the money.
I was
Yeah.
thinking Quantum Dream game. What was their last game? I was
Oh,
thinking
Beyond.
that. Beyond. Aye.
Oh,
Yeah. No, it was
Well
the
done
order.
then, that was a
18.
good guess.
1886. Oh.
Is that it? Is the game over? Have we got any more?
No, because it's 1-1 now, so I've got a tiebreaker.
Oh,
Right,
God.
okay. Tiebreaker.
Did you play? Have you played that, Joe? 1886.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I'm surprised there's not been another one because they kind of set it up to be a series.
Yeah, well there
It
might
came
be.
out 2 years ago as well, didn't it? It came out, was it February 2015?
Oh, God, that's good knowledge. I don't know. I'll check back on Amazon.
There might be actually another one. You never know. E3's coming.
True. Yeah, it
They've
would
done
be
that
good.
Ready at Dawn. They might. I don't think they've announced a new game, as far as I'm aware. I can't think that they have. So
And it has been, yeah, February 2015. So
I was right.
it's
Over 2 years, yeah.
I think they
It's-
could see other one of them. Wouldn't be surprised. Okay,
I'd
let's
like-
do the last one because time's a ticking.
Oh, it's all right. Time's plenty of it. Some of these are long. I know what game it is. Okay. Who's going first on this one? Because this might
Rebecca can go first.
Okay.
Go.
So, B. Gristwood on the 19th of July 2015 wrote, I'm not a proud man, but it's just too hard. I spent 7 hours dying repeatedly and was still on the first checkpoint. I gave up and traded it in.
Well,
That sounds like Bloodborne. Is that like ooh,
although when did Bloodborne come out?
2015, but I think it came out in... Oh, did it come out in March? Yeah, I think Bloodborne came out in March.
When did I say the review was written? I forgot.
I actually remember.
I might have said it was after March. I might have said July.
I think you did say July, yeah.
It does sound like Bloodborne.
It sounds like a typical From Software hard. I don't know. So the only other game I can think of that is rumored to be really hard is what's that game that just came out? That guy hits his last platinum. Is it Neo?
Yeah.
That's the only. But that came out last year, didn't it? So that's
I think we're both going for Bloodborne, Dan.
You can't both go for the same game because one of you's got to win.
One of us says like the DLC and one of us says the main
No,
game.
but that's the answer, Bloodborne.
Yeah, it is. So
actually.
Yeah.
See, that
So it's a
was
tie.
too
I
easy.
knew
That
it.
that was too easy. That one. That review.
Okay. Do you want me to pick a really random hard one?
Yeah, go
Yeah, go.
random quick. Just the first one that comes up.
Okay, hold on. If I go Amazon, he says quick.
No, don't do a review for a game. Just do a review for a random product. The first thing you see,
Okay.
Like a toaster or
and we need
something.
to guess what it is. Just the first
Okay.
thing you see.
The first thing that's got reviews, I'll do it. This one has,
Okay.
and I'll do a 1-star review for it. Reviews. That's if it's got any 1-star reviews. Yes, it's got 2 1-star reviews. Oh, this is okay. Okay, yeah, this is good. So, Liz, where'd it go? Why can't I read? Oh, I can. Okay, Liz on the 14th of April wrote, "It's much heavier and thicker than I'd expected. Unfortunately, as I had to tear the sealed bag to open it and look at it, I can't return it."
God. Weird.
Here's another review by Peter Gooch. He's put, "The first time I used it, one of the seams was completely split, rendering it unusable. I couldn't contact you to complain." Okay.
Right, it's sealed and it's got seams.
And
It's bigger and heavier than she expected. No, sorry, heavier and thicker.
Is it a jacket?
is it like a clothing item?
No.
It sounds like a jacket. Is it a, I don't know, a duvet?
Yes, it is. It's a duvet.
Duvet?
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone describe a duvet as like that as a review.
Quality. I don't know why I thought of a duvet.
Silent night, warm and cozy duvet.
Oh, there you go.
But I'd go.
That's
done.
funny. That is quite funny. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. We're getting on to an hour, so we better move on.
Sidetracked.
Let's talk about what we've been playing then, what's coming out this week, and then we'll probably be wrapped up by then. So,
Sounds good.
I've been playing, I told you what I was playing, didn't I, before we started going, but I've been playing Wipeout, because I'm a beta tester. I can't really talk about that, though, because I'm probably not allowed to, but it's good. I can say it's totally awesome, so yeah. Been playing Mario Kart as well.
I'd love to play that, but I don't actually have a Switch.
Yeah, it's really good on Switch. I'm playing some split screen on the big screen. That's quite cool with the little Joy-Cons. And the battle mode, yeah, that's all quite fun. So yeah, just occasionally when I've nothing else to do, I just sit on the couch and have a go. I've also been playing Puyo Puyo Tetris on the Switch as well, which is quite fun.
Have you beaten that person you were stuck on last week?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well done.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Real frustrating that, but yeah, I'd done that, so that's cool. Actually, what I did was, because I got that from Boomerang Games, that Puyo Puyo Tetris, and so what I did was I created an American account, and then I bought some credit, and I downloaded it instead, after they sent it back, so I could keep it, and it was only like £23. Whereas if you buy it at retail or even buy it on the UK Nintendo store, I think it's about 35. So you save yourself a tenner doing that, and you can actually use your normal account to play the games you've downloaded from the American account.
So you can have multiple, because like on a Vita, you're locked to one PSN name.
No, you can play it on any really, but you can do that on you can do that on the PlayStation 4 as well. You can play your American download game on the normal one, so it's kind of like that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So it saves you some money. So I did that. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. No, I've got this Dreamfall chapters to play that I got sent, and I've not actually played it yet.
I read some reviews about it, so I'm not sure what you're going to think.
No, I will get into it. I might do some streaming of it or something.
Yeah, cool. What about you, Rebecca? What have you been playing, if anything?
Well, I've not really been playing anything. I did play the Prey demo, which I really did like, and a few people were saying that it was quite loose. The controls were all over the place. But I did actually really like the Prey demo. I mean, I haven't got the game because my car tax was due today, and I thought it's not probably a good idea to spend £42 on a game when I've got to spend £135 on my car tax tomorrow. So I didn't do that, but I'm hoping to get that later in the year, probably when the price has gone down. There's a few more reviews around.
Cool. What would you kind of compare it to? Because I've seen a lot of people saying it's a bit like Bioshock.
Bioshock, yeah, a lot like Bioshock. But then it also had hints of Alien Isolation, like, that you're trapped on a spaceship and there's all these nasty little aliens around you. But I really liked it. Yeah, it did feel a lot like Bioshock.
Yeah.
I got the Platinum for Horizon Zero Dawn, as you know. That was just going back and tidying up little errands there. I wouldn't say I was necessarily enjoying my gameplay. I was just, I've got to go here and do this. Okay, now I've got to go here and do this. Haven't done this, And
what was the how many hours did that take to do?
It took me, I think I had a look at it, and I mean, I have been doing all the side quests before, so it took me quite long. I think it was like 60 hours or something.
Yeah, okay.
I was really, I mean, for a long time, I didn't have the right resources, so I just have to run around hunting and crafting, and I'd have to go and find things. But I did have a bit of a funny issue when I was talking to the other contributor, Nicole, about it, and one of the trophies is go and knock down the 23 Grazer dummies in the Nora region. And I was like, that's fine. I used a guide. I got all of them. And as I hit the last one, I was just waiting for the ping of my trophy.
Yeah.
And it didn't show up, and I was like, okay, that's weird. I went back around. I checked everything again, and as I walked into the area, the 2 Grazer dummies I'd hit in an area literally stood up again. Like, they just glitched right back up. So I had an issue with that, but I was knocked those 2 down, and I got the Platinum, so...
Oh, that's good.
Would
you like to see more from that series?
I would. Well, I didn't say... I don't know if I'd necessarily want like another Horizon Zero Dawn, but I've never played anything by that company before. I love that game. I thought it was really, really good. I'd probably say that was my game of the year unless anything else pops up that I'm yet to play.
It's totally different.
I'd play another one by then.
It's totally different from their other games like Killzone. Yeah. Killzone's I do like Killzone as a shooter. I think it always looks impressive, and the multiplayer's quite fun, but but Horizon's completely different. But Horizon's more my sort of game. That's the sort of thing I really like. Sort of.
Yeah, when I saw it at E3 last year, I was like, I need it. I watched it and I was like, I need this game. I just know I need it.
Is there any DLC? Sorry, are they going to do single player DLC for Horizon, like a new story or something? Have they announced anything?
I thought I heard that they were.
Yeah, you'd think they would.
Sure. Yeah, you would have thought that would be the next step for them.
Yeah.
Because I'd imagine it's sold quite well, so they want to kind of cash in on the amount of copies that are out there. So
I'm sure there was something to do with that. I read. But Horizon Zero Dawn, yeah, it was confirmed.
How was it? That's good. I'll play that then.
Yeah, that would be good.
They confirmed,
I still need to go back to
along with the impressive sales figures, that they will be doing an expansion.
Oh, that's good. I like to hear that.
They've just not really said anything about it, so we'll probably find out more at E3, I would imagine.
Yeah. I'd have thought that would be something they reveal at E3 then, in that case.
What you've been playing then?
So I finally finished Gravity Rush 2, which was good. Yeah, I got the platinum on that. Yeah, it was good.
I've not even opened it yet.
Oh, it's really good. And the ending goes back before the start of the first one. So it kind of ties everything up in a nice bow. So I don't think they do any more. I think they've sewn it up, which is nice, but I really like Gravity Rush. I'd love them to do more, but the second one didn't sell very well. I don't think many people played it and finished it, so I don't think we'll see it again. But it was good. I really enjoyed it. So I've been playing that. Played another couple of hours of ukulele, which yeah, I can feel it already. It's going to be a grind to finish it. Yeah. But I can't move on until I've finished it, and that's what I'm playing. Yeah. I know, and it's frustrating. I've got Persona 5 sat here, and then a lot of people are starting to say that they've finished it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to take you a while.
200 hours, isn't it? 240 hours, someone said, to get the platinum. I don't even know if I've got that much time.
I started that, kind of played it for about an hour, and then went, nah, screw this, and sent it to somebody else.
Do you think you're missing out, though?
Nah.
You're not...
I wasn't interested. I played it for an hour, and I was like, oh, God, this is rubbish. This isn't for me.
But something that lasts 200 odd hours...
You can tell if a game's not for you.
Yeah.
And
True.
I played it for the first hour, and it's basically all cutscene after cutscene as they explain the story. And I imagine a lot of it's like that, hence the 200 hours. So I played a bit of it, and I was like, nah, it's not really for me. I mean, it looks nice and stuff, but it's not really my type of game. I could just tell. It's a bit like Nier. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
how
my
I
type
feel.
of game. It's just it's the story, the way it's presented. It's just not my type of thing.
Yeah, what I like about like any Japanese RPG though is you can spend like an hour or 2 hours just grinding your levels and just becoming super powered. So I'd imagine the first few hours on Persona are just setting the scene, introducing the characters, but then after that point, the game would open up and it becomes an RPG. It's not just a cutscene after cutscene type of game. It's a JRPG. But like you say, each to their own. I can't wait to play it, and I've managed to stay away from any. I know Atlas stopped people. Yeah, Atlas stopped people from streaming and stuff, which is great for people like me who haven't got to it yet.
Yeah, that's good. Right, so I said I was going to talk about what's coming out next week, but there's nothing coming out next week really. There's basically, obviously, Prey's out now, but
talking of Prey, just to interrupt you real rudely and quickly, want to announce another competition quickly. So we've got a copy of Prey and also one of the pre-order mugs that I think a few stores had. If you pre-ordered it, you got a mug with the Prey icon on. We've been given a copy and a mug by Monster Shop, kindly once again, to give away to a listener. So once this is out, obviously people are listening to me now, there'll be a tweet on our Twitter to retweet and follow both us and Monster Shop, and next weekend we'll pick a winner. So
that'd be good.
It's good. Nice new release to give away.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it? It only came out on Friday, so.
Yeah, happy days.
Yeah, so back to, make sure you enter that competition. Back to what's coming out. There's basically not a lot. Prey's out now, but next week, Minecraft Switch Edition, if you're interested in Minecraft. I'm not really. But yeah, that's about it. And there's a game called The Surge, which comes out on 16th. I'm not entirely sure what that is. And that Farpoint game I was talking about, the VR one, that's out on the 17th. So
it's really dried up then. Yeah.
I feel like everything's slowing down for E3.
Yeah, as it always does. And Justice 2 is probably the biggest game coming out soon. That's on the 19th. And then looking at the estimate, Rime we've talked about before, which comes out. But
I pre-ordered that.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I did actually. I like indie puzzlers, and I was like, it wasn't that expensive, so I was like, I'll give it a go. I think I like it, so.
Yeah, it might be right. It might be right. But yeah, that's about it. Wipeout, we know, is coming out next month, along with Tekken 7 and Dirt 4. So there's a few next month. There's kind of a few which could interest people. But yeah, it's going to be quiet. I mean, it's going. It's going to be quiet probably till August, isn't it? There's a few bits and pieces darted around, but there's never anything major. It always slows down this time of year, and then it picks up again kind of August time, and then it just gets completely mad round about September and October, November. So yeah. So it's quiet. So there we go. I think that's us just about done. I think we've talked about everything what to talk about. Hey, we need to thank Rebecca for joining us.
You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
And thank you to you, Dan, as well.
You never thanked me before, but yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, send some in the thanking, but I'll thank myself as well. Thanks, Joe. That's all right.
Yeah, well done, Joe. Also, thanks to our listeners for listening. Obviously, they're the most important people.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks to you, what? Aye. And that's it. Yeah. So it's been fun, and we'll be back next week for episode 20. Nice round number, so that'll be good. And
20 already.
20 already, and even rhymes. So there we go. Yeah. So off to do stuff now. Boring stuff probably. Maybe I'll squeeze a game in before bedtime. You never know. Although it isn't that Big Heads on, everybody's been talking about this Big Heads.
No idea.
Have you not seen it? It's really strange. It's just this really strange program where they all run about with big heads on. Big heads.
A game show?
Yeah. So they all wear these big heads, like Donald Trump or whatever. Different characters got that. But they're normal contestants. And they put these big heads on and they try and run up ramps and all sorts. It's quite amusing because they'll fall over each other. It can be quite amusing. I don't watch much TV, but we were just flicking through one day and that was on, and it was just quite funny.
Yeah.
So I think
sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's alright.
I'll probably go and play some Telltale Batman. I want to start that at some point.
Oh, and I wait to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Has anybody seen that yet?
No.
Oh, it's really good. I like that. I kind of watched the first movie about 5 times and I never really paid attention to it. So it's got when you watch a movie but you end up doing something else and that's on in the background.
I do that every single time I sit down to study. I'm like, I'll put a movie on so there's some noise, and then I'm like, what's happening? Like, who's going on? Yeah.
So I finally, last night, actually finally watched it properly. I'm thinking, oh, this is really good. So yeah, quite impressed with that. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go because I've got stuff to do. Okay, sit here all night as much as I'd like to. Okay, so thanks for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.